Where is the best barbecue in town? We found it at the side of the road in this food truck. Just more adventures in Florida. We found the best barbecue in Palmetto, Florida, right off of Route 41. We are on the bridge heading out of Palmetto, Florida, heading toward Bradenton. This is a little inlet from the Tampa Bay. Lots of people out enjoying their boats. It was just such a bright sunny day. We are heading to Northport. There is the city of Bradenton. We couldn't have asked for better weather. Here it is in March, the beginning of March, and it is just blue skies and sunny. This is part 3 of the videos I took for our trip to Florida. If you didn't see parts 1 and 2, the links to those videos will be down below in the description. We saw this bird of prey, falcon, whatever you want to call it, at our friend's house when we arrived. I was trying to zoom in on the falcon without scaring it away. We were just sitting on the lanai. It seemed to be ignoring us. The next day we drove down to Punta Gorda and stopped at the Fisherman's Village. This is a must-see. Here she is making some fudge. The Fisherman's Village is an open-air market that has restaurants, retail stores. There's live music. It's just a lot of fun. There's a little bit for everybody. You can just hang out. You can enjoy some shopping. It's even dog friendly. Look at all the beautiful glass ornaments and mushrooms. I just love all the colors and the designs. Such a fun shop. And look at these guys, they're salt and pepper holders. Even though we had already started our little adventure with coffee, we got more coffee at the good old days. This time we decided to get an iced coffee with a shot of hazelnut. We found this tiki bar with a beach and live music and lots of Adirondack chairs. Then I found this interesting store, the Spice and Tea Exchange. Purveyors of fine spices, herbs, blends, salts, and teas. Let's go in the shop and see what they have. They have every type of tea blend you can possibly imagine, and spices. And on this wall, this was just salts. On the other side was just peppers. It smelled amazing in there. According to that sign, they do boating tours. I'm sure some of the boats in this marina are privately owned. Here was another fun store called Laugh Out Loud. We hit up the tiki bar and got ourselves an adult beverage and decided to relax in the Adirondack chairs for a bit. We are back in the car and we're leaving Punta Gorda and heading back to Northport. Our entire trip to Florida is on the west coast of Florida. The next morning, my husband and I went out on a coffee date. We're from Pennsylvania, where Wawa dairies started way back in the day, and then they morphed into having gas stations and convenience stores, and of course their Wawa coffee. We miss it so much. We moved from Pennsylvania to Michigan, and there is no Wawas in Michigan. Wawa has slowly been expanding their convenience stores down the I-95 corridor, and they now have them from Pennsylvania the whole way down into Florida. So every time we come to Florida, I just have to come to Wawa and get my coffee. In this case, I bought a bag of Colombian to take home on the plane. This particular Wawa in Florida had outdoor seating, which was so much fun. We were able to sit out there. They had music going. We could talk and drink our coffee. When we came back to our friend's house, we decided to take a swim, enjoy the pool for a little bit. We should have had sunglasses on. There, that's better. Although it's hard to tell from this picture, most of the screens on the lanai are missing due to Hurricane Ian, and the fence back there is being repaired because that also blew away during the hurricane. My friend did take me around and show me all of her plants that she had and all the different gardens that she was building. The next morning we started heading north, and of course we stopped at another Wawa to get some coffee. For this part of our adventures in Florida, we drove over to Clearwater, and the first stop was the Jack Russell Memorial Stadium. This used to be the home of the Phillies during spring training. Now it is used by the minor leagues. Our next stop was the Paul Owens training facility, where the Phillies actually do some of their spring training. It is also used by the Sarasota Threshers. One of the security guards allowed us to come in and gave us a little tour. There's actually 4 fields here, and these are all identical to the field that's up in Philadelphia. They wanted to be as real as possible for the home team advantage. Each field is named after a famous Philly. That is the Mike Schmidt Field, Richie Ashburn Field, Steve Carlton Field, and the Robin Roberts Field. These fields don't have much seating around them, just bleachers, and don't really simulate a real game, but they do have a stadium that does. Let's head over there. Now this looks more like a real baseball stadium. A game had just ended. Some people actually plan their family vacations around the schedule for the Phillies playing in Clearwater. Everybody had on their Phillies shirts and hats. It was so fun to see. We, however, did not have our Phillies outfits on. There was public restrooms and a play area. Here's a view from the outfield. And then there was Frenchie's Tiki Bar. There was live music, which was nice. Frenchie's had specialty drinks, buckets, beer and wine, and cocktails. And the wine was from Chad's Ford, Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, I have to mute the live music. And then I spied this special drink with souvenir glass. I really wanted to try it, but both my husband and I are doing a low-carb diet. So I got a light beer with a souvenir cup instead. It was just so nice to see how many people hung out after the game just to have a drink and enjoy the good weather. It's fairly easy to get to Clearwater, and you do not have to stay in that town in order to come over and enjoy the stadium. If you're a Phillies fan, I highly recommend you come and visit the stadium, whether there's a game on or not. This was the last day of our vacation, and we were flying out of Tampa, so this made sense to come over here to Clearwater and hang out during the day. We had a really late flight back to Michigan. We had to return our car around 7 p.m., and our flight wasn't going to leave until after 10. But before we head back to Tampa, we decided to head down toward the beach area and do a loop around there. There are plenty of hotels in the area here, so you could take a family vacation and enjoy the beach and then go and enjoy a Phillies game. You could easily go into Tampa or even drive the whole way down to Sarasota. This was just another beautiful sunny day. It was around 83 degrees. This is a high traffic area and it does take a long time to get back to Tampa, so make sure you plan accordingly. We were hitting it right at rush hour. At least we get to see pretty palm trees and the Tampa Bay. Just beautiful scenery. We made it back to the Tampa airport. As I mentioned before, there was multiple previous videos. The links to those videos will be down in the description of this video, and I will drop links in the comments as well. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Thanks for watching.